afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this match between Partick Thistle and Spartans. Sky Sports Cup action today as we take on at Petershill Park.
7 Vernon, 9 Douglas, 10 First, 11 Marshall, 15 Gift, 17 McCaverty, 21 Jordan, 22 Robinson, 24 Cook. Lining up for the Jackson goals, number 25 Megan Cunningham, number 3 Emma Walton, number 5 your captain Kenny Faulkner, number 7 Cody Hay, number 8 Claire Doherty, number 9 Cara Henderson, number 12 making a 50th appearance for the Jags Rachel Donaldson, number 14 Amy Bullock, number 15 Lindsay Taylor, and number 21 Leah Robinson. Kickoff's just a few seconds away, everybody. Let's hear it for the girls.
Yeah, certainly. I think they look to get the front foot. They'll have confidence in their initial coming in not too long ago. They got a victory, albeit I don't think both teams were really at their best in that game. The Spartans won 1-0. A team that have got a few results on the board after a little bit of a slow start. Both teams will be looking for a really positive performance. It looks like Spartans are showing that energy early on.
It'll be interesting to see how both managers have jumped into the game style and drive them up.
Yes, I think that day, or that night I should say, it was the middle of a 3-game week, so a bit of rotation for both sides, and it just seemed to upset the rhythm of both teams because the quality wasn't really there from two teams that definitely have the quality, and it was just an off day for both. Obviously Spartans done well to get their goal and fought well. Thistle couldn't really match that sort of fight, and ultimately that's what earned Spartans the win. Thistle had a few chances, but most of them were half chances, and Spartans couldn't really argue against them getting points, albeit, as I say, they probably weren't at their best either.
There's a lot of missed chances for both teams, I think, so it'll be interesting to see this time. Spartans so far taking a bit of a pick. Too long into the match.
Yeah, and that's one thing he's learned from last time is that the match didn't start well for us and we never really got to that rhythm, but you've got to try and work and then get into a rhythm, and we managed to do that game. Like sometimes you have those games, other team has to perform so well over a number of years now that afford them the odd bad performance, but it's all about trying to find as much consistency as possible. That's what we're trying to do. Trying to find. We'll see today how they go. Obviously coming off the back of that international break, we'll see whether the Jags are refreshed after the 2 defeats they suffered just before the break.
It's a team for the Jags today. She's suffered from injury so far quite a bit this season. So it's good to have her back in the squad.
Absolutely. I mean, was a difference maker for us last season. Second top goal scorer, and when you look at the goals that she scored, she's the one that, you look at a game like that, Spartans game, they're not playing well, she can just a goal out of nothing, even when the team's not playing well, you know. Sometimes that moment's enough to get your point and 3 points out of the game. I think she came off the bench late in that one, but she hadn't much game time, so hopefully she can get quite involved.
Looking for Rachel Thompson to just get to the way. What is five? We mentioned the impact that Rachel Thompson has, and even the 2 weeks ago, where we lost 6-1, 1 goal loss scored by Rachel Thompson. So it's something we're definitely missing this Saturday.
Yeah, look, she's like Celtic, that tells you the quality. Played in the top division for Stirling Uni as well before that, so she's a player with a lot of quality, and that really translates into goals and assists more often than not. Those are sort of players that do make a difference in a team in tight games. Today it's great to see her back in the starting lineup. Lindsay Taylor's another one who's been back in the team a little bit longer, but maybe played a bit of central defence. Looks like she's playing a bit further at the pitch today, just behind Cara Henderson. So we've got a couple of players in there who haven't really featured in the attack for most of the season, but who are very important players last week.
Looking to latch onto that ball down the right hand side. Feel perhaps should have filled there, but Cara Henderson this season has been talking about last season when she was instrumental for Ryan Dale Side scoring that goal to secure the top 6, ending up top scorer. She's sort of transitioned into that number 9 role this season, already top scorer for the club, but player from the nomination to go alongside her.
Yeah, she's this season fantastic form. For her now, it's about making sure that continues. It's one thing to score a few goals, it's a different thing altogether to go and do it every single month, and that's been a challenge. And so, as I say, just stepping up into a different role, so to sort of understand that there might be the odd game where she's still learning things and playing against different defenders, so it's been good to see her get off to a good start. Hopefully she's gathered a lot of confidence in a few weeks and she can keep piling the goal.
Robinson picks up the ball. That's off her start this season. It's good to have her back as well. Fantastic signing so far this season. Joined with her mother. Obviously she was with the Jags a number of years ago, but something different about this season.
Yeah, she's been absolutely fantastic. For me, she's been the standout player for the team. An injury against Motherwell, missed her for a couple of games, and obviously defeats in those games. That doesn't come down to one player, but definitely missed her for that season. She's gone away with Scotland under 23, she's got good experience there, back to the team and play. But she's just been phenomenal. Just everything pretty much. Defensively, she's made some crucial blocks, some great tackles. She's great to get back after she's made attacking runs. But when she gets into that final third, particularly when she's won 2 or 3 penalties, I think she's made the score sheet. She's set up goals directly. She's kind of a dream for a manager to have in the right back. It just offers absolutely everything.
Partnership with the game. Compared to that, Steve Wallace and Jack Miller from the inside, so 2 modern Thistle legends, if you would, so it's great to see the comparison.
Yeah, it is, and I definitely see the similarities. Jack and sort of goes beyond just what you see on the pitch, because Jack and Steve obviously came to the club having played together previously at a different club. Same goes for Emma and Cody and been at Motherwell together. So there is that bit of extra understanding, and Cody, I think, really enjoys having Emma runs and getting beyond them gives her a bit of extra space to work on, whether that is to go alone or to try and find them.
Just looking to break the line. Using that far, breaking down the right line. Jack's just trying to build up a wee bit more and then we'll just get 10 minutes in going. We are starting to get the rhythm.
Yeah, just built into it. Sort of touched on Spartans starting the front foot, got into our territory, but since that opening minute or so, Thistle have been slowly gathering a bit of momentum and getting the ball into the final third more, and that's about finding a way to use the ball properly when you get there. And we think there's also a chance to get one of the blocks if we want.
Taylor tried to take it, but the referee says no. It's quite a dangerous position here for the Jazz. Just as usual, perhaps doesn't know what she'll just find out. She'll play it. Even though they do those things, all the making difference from us.
Absolutely. Great to work this one. We'll see. At this point with a free kick there, obviously the ball was in a good area and picked out Lindsay, but just a really difficult one to control and it bounced up off her and doesn't come to anything. But still, I think it's the ways we want to finish it.
Quite clear. Great last section of the tackle there by the officers there. She got out to Lindsay Taylor and she crossed it down the left hand side. Does quite well to make up for it. Spartans will just take control of it. And to their team, just be a bit of a mentally
that ball was bouncing out of the box and there were a few dangling legs or whether it was not contact, so we'll wait and see, but it does just give teams a real chance to regroup and I thought Thistle would probably be slightly happier where they go whether they want to yet.
quite playoff for Spartans this season, so it would be quite low for them if she was to perhaps go off injured here, but she's fit to carry on.
Yeah, she's a good player. And then the fact right hand side, for the most part, that's what she did today. Not got too involved in the game, but that one first we did have her around the match of 8 seconds. Came down that right hand side, but definitely one of the top players, so if she has to go off, maybe struggle to replace her exactly, but still do have a good option on it.
Let's take her to the side of the pitch and still some people. It's decision as well. So she can play herself, see how Spartans hold it out for the next few minutes and switch to the sides.
If that's what you want to put pressure on, if she's going to be off for a minute or two, and she's still hobbling on the side, speaking to the physio, trying to find out exactly what she needs to do. She's stripping from the back, so not much confidence up here.
Back to the goal. Show respect for the Spartans. Back on the way. Spartans pick up the throw and go. Yeah, doubles on the left hand side for this.
season. Obviously, she can't do it alone. You go to come back and help her out at the right times. And the second defender would make it help, but having her back in the team would be a boost. Drop one out of Partick Thistle defence.
With the ball, it's looking for the run and go home. Get past the defender, tries the shot, goes locked there. Robinson just take it off of Spartans perhaps looking for a counter attack. So it could bear on the left hand side. Well good challenge, it's a really good challenge, make sure it's got all the ball. Right hand side. She's got options in the middle. Tries to cross. Rachel comes in. Over here. That's a shout for a penalty there. Doesn't agree. It's a close one. Could have been given a different day.
Yeah, it's one of those very awkward ones. It's right as the ball's going out of play and there's a little nudge and the question is whether it was shoulder to shoulder or shoulder at the back, and the referee obviously feels it was fair enough bit of physicality, but better for Thistle last couple of minutes because he had that little open, nice bit of footwork to open up, well defended in the end, but then that little opportunity there with Emma Lawton getting her first goal burst on the right hand side.
It's interesting to see the ball starting that left hand side to consider sort of that's the strengths of Thistle. I bet you can go with this one, that's Spartans.
Yeah, it's always tough to tell whether it's a game plan or just how the game goes sometimes. And you start a game with the players on the right and left and you don't know who's going to be on form and on the game, and maybe they just feel that those over on the left are having a bit more joy than those on the right, but obviously it's a 90-minute game, so we'll see how it develops.
She actually had the foul. It's a big challenge there. By Spartans number 7. Go the other way again. One ball forward to Henderson. Ascot touch onto it. Ascot ball in the middle of the pitch. Just can't quite seem to do much with it. Then foul on the captain. Back for the very comfortable. Good to Thomas is the case. forced out wide. You try and get that cross through. Lindsay Taylor's just sneaking into that back post up and trying to get head on it. Spartans will play in danger, but that is another good attack there by Partick Thistle. She'll get the shot on. Drop it. That wasn't there, but it goes out for Partick Thistle killing, but shows the Spartans are really dangerous on the Thistle.
Absolutely, yeah. It's action at both ends. Rich Johnson making a great run through off to with a really well made pass into the space down the Thistle left. Rachel putting the ball into a great area, and as you said, when we were sinking in, she was there if it wasn't for a great defensive header. And the low end Kelly Gibb, we mentioned it earlier on, the threatening she could be, crossing the box away from Falcon. In the end she was when we tried to pick it back running, it was going to the back post. We just looked for any sort of deflection of anyone as he went across.
You see why this fixture has been so good in the last few years. One of his wins to the football.
Absolutely, you can already see today that there's a bit of a different feel about it than the last time the team was met, and it was spoke about earlier. No doubt that teams are showing a bit more attacking intent, a bit more impetus going forward than they did on that night. For a great game. It's just sort of bubbling up nicely now.
Most of the defensive without those are holding with us. Really carrying those concentrations quite the best of the ball. We'll get the delivery of that back set, but they will get to it. Rachel Dawson, I'm using case ball as a key. Dawson out for the ball. Just a bit too hard, but again, good attacking powers there by Thistle.
Yeah, just looking to find that final ball that's been missing. Manufactured chances for shots, they've been ones that are blocked pretty easily, so we just want to create those cold openings. But I think definitely moving in the right direction now. Right hand side, the box is always going to be a tough one for him. Shot on goal, ends up just deflecting straight out of the goal kick without much trouble, but as much as they've sort of had more of the play in general than the left hand side, almost all of their actually threatening attacks have been down the right, so definitely have to keep an eye on this. Obviously they've so far done a pretty good job with on that left hand side, which is not as used to in defence, which has got a tough task in this game.
Calls an offside, but this would feel as if they perhaps should have had the ball play on there.
Referees involved to Thistle players was bursting away into space. It was definitely easy to play the advantage there, but that's the worst mistake in the whole game. I'll take that.
even ask him.
Yeah, it's still definitely a question for Ryan who wants to go with into the series. He's trying to do different things this season, where Adam's obviously putting more time into the deeper role, but getting to go up was really the go-to for much of last season and worked well, so still a question. I don't think he's set back on the net, but definitely that's sort of most reliable player. Yeah, that was a good delivery, that one. No doubt about it, right into that sort of cluster of bodies that Thistle created by getting everyone into the 6-yard box and just looking to get first contact in that and to put it bottom.
On ball looking for Burns.
Great to see you become a fixture at home games as of late, and numbers bolstered for this afternoon's game. A few girls teams making their way along for game 2 weekend, and quite a noise being made. Always good to have as much support as possible here at the team.
We love the Partick Thistle watching the gym.
Yeah.
Obviously, down the right hand side. Maybe felt well looked at. Late challenge there on Rebecca there, and she sees a foul. Away. Takes it quick. He's getting a lot of points this season. Doing Falkirk as a shape of performances, especially against Rangers. Even though we lost, she's still within the team of the week.
Yeah, she's a right part of this team, no doubt about it. Defensively, probably would swap her for Endo. Not just her ability, but her leadership as well. It's a key part of this team.
She's got the pace, just doesn't quite make it, but nearly gets there. It's one thing that still looks like
the win was last season. A big part of the way we played. And I mean, any team need wide players, whether that comes from full-backs, wing-backs, wingers, whatever it may be, to help provide. Because if you're one-dimensional and you only go down the middle, it's easy for teams to clog the middle of the park and a little body and make it almost impossible to get through. So you need to have that threat in the wide areas to stretch the defence a little.
Look at that front three last season. Carry Anderson on the right, Richard Thompson on the defence. Two of the still in the ground, albeit Harris not got through the middle there. Just goes to show who one of that base here is.
Yeah, certainly that windows are quite tempting, but all they do, Rachel offers that pace. Cara has played loads of different roles in this team. She's played wide on either side at different times. Played as a number 10 and now playing through the middle as a striker, so she's got a bit of versatility in that regard. And there are options for the manager in terms of the wide areas with Rachel Cody playing today. You've also got Rosie McCullough who can play out wide, Angie Wonke, of course, Megan Robb who's already got a couple of goals for the team. So lots of options.
It's a very strong base there. It's the first time we've had a full squad available, albeit Chef Cullen still out for a long time injury, which is something this season. It's the same with but just goes to show the versatility of the sort of numbers in the second half. Points last season we had bench of 4, we've got such a strong bench. The names in that, Rosie Slater, Jen Ferguson, just back in the national team, Rachel Wright as well, who are perfect for the Glasgow City. Goes to show just how far we've come.
Well, I think that's been the aim of the manager over the course of this summer in particular. Is you look at the starting 11 and there's not a massive amount of change from last season, just little tweaks and improvements here and there, but it's about trying to build a squad now so that if we have injuries like that Sharon Cox or Victor Gowns from the March time, then you've got players that can step in and that shows in the depth.
Cleverly takes it through the middle, looking for Lindsay to left hand in. Goes for that overlap once again with Elon who tried it across, just can't quite get into the centre, but again saying things to come here by Thistle.
Yeah, it was more good build up and just ends up getting the final delivery wrong. That can happen, but we've managed to start it all off by winning the ball back and then keeping it under pressure. Great turn and working it over to the right hand side. Cody and Emma linking up well too. So yeah, I think Thistle have shaded this game by a wee bit. To be fair, Spartans have probably looked equally threatening, but Thistle have been a more sort of consistent threat throughout the game. But still, I think for Thistle, the frustration will be that they've not made it to work a bit more than we sort of have, because we've got into those fighting for areas like that one right there. The final ball's a lead as well.
That's definitely been a battle of the sort of centre of the pitch here. Perhaps Frankie, as we approach half time now, we'll be looking to sort of develop his players to take the shots and go probably 12 minutes or so left in this first half. Where half time was?
Yeah, that'd be ideal, but key is not to get too deflated if we don't. If that goal doesn't come, then come out in the second half playing the exact same way, because I think we've played well and we've been the better team, so if we can continue that way in the second half, even if it is felt 0-0, then the back is to go and create a chance and take one. So Spartans are a very capable team, so I'd be surprised if they come back into it at some point. That's why it's right to try and get on top well. You have a bit of dominance in the game, and not made full use of it. looks like Spartans are going to force them to a change.
It looks like Knox is something that not there. It's quite a big goal for Spartans. She has been very solid so far this match. Just make sense by the physical trying to walk it off. Maybe she's walking off towards there. Towards the technical area, it's not a good sign. It's like that, it's warming up. Yeah, that looks like Claire will be subbed on.
Substitution for Spartans off the pitch has got number 22, Hannah Robinson. She's been replaced by number 3, Sarah Cleland.
Solid for Spartans during the last season, so I'm interested to see if she can fairly save the cup. Patrick Thistle picks it up, takes a long strike. Ooh, Partick Thistle, I mentioned that earlier, she loves that.
5-10 yards off her line, and that's enough for Rachel to have a ball. You don't score amazing goals if you don't shoot from a long way out.
Henderson's already winning up for it. She'll be willing to take it, but to Taylor as well. We've got her eye on it. They didn't have proved the last couple of seasons today. Can't take it. Lindsay Taylor scored that one against Saturday last season. Spark. Yeah, that's how ultimately it was a big factor of how we did get the top side. She takes a shot. Go for that top right hand corner. This guy Henderson getting a wee shot Back underway here, Emma Lawton down the right hand side, looking for Carrie Henderson. She'll win the throw in. Taken quickly. Lindsay Taylor just can't quite get on it, and ball goes out for a goal kick.
To make the most of the spaces we're getting into, so that's, if it does go into half time at 0-0, then I think the manager's message will be pretty simple, and that'll be let's try and make more of the opportunities we get to break it in the final third, the times we've got the ball, and put more pressure on the goal.
Spartans looking to just break down that right hand side, snuffed out there by Demi Falconer. And a Cleveland goal to the throw in. Looking for Burse, tightly marked though. She does come away with the ball though. Can't quite get onto the edge though. So does go out for a Partick Thistle goal kick. Good defending. Just put the pressure on her, making her see it out. Now takes the goal kick, sends it in the direction of Bullock. Doherty wins the header. Looking for Cara Henderson, wins the header, and smart defending there by Cleland, and she'll now look to give it to our goalkeeper who'll just clear our lines and send it out of a danger zone. It's good play there by Spartans. McGowan now brings it down. Threat of Alana Marshall. She's been quite quiet today, considering how much of a danger we know she can be.
Yeah, influential player for them, experienced player, brings a lot to the team, but you're perfectly right. We've not mentioned her much, and it's probably credit to the Thistle midfield, because I think at the moment McGowan and Bullock are winning that midfield battle.
Johnson smartly comes out with the ball there. Falconer. Robinson linking up once again. Looking for that long ball in. Again put out for the throw in. Robinson is very tightly marking Burson. You can see that she's getting frustrated because she is their danger man and she can't really get her game flowing. Foul given away there by Emma Lawton. Dangerous position here for Spartans. They've got plenty of bodies that are making their way into the box. You've got McMahon there, and Cafferty, as well as Gibb and, as I mentioned, Burst. So
yeah,
it's a real switched on
chance. Yeah, be switched on. It's a good angle for delivery. They can land this right on top of the edge of the 6-yard box if they want to.
Free kick whipped in. Faulkner wins the header, but ball's still in the dangerous area. Forced back, Cleland now. Forced right the way back to the halfway line. Douglas looking for Berman, but it is cleared out of danger. McGowan now picks it up, finds Taylor. Perhaps looking for that breakaway, can't quite get there. Here's Alana Marshall. Berman on the wing. Up against Lawton. Tricky wee play on. She takes it past her. And don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but it's dealt with by Megan Cunningham regardless.
Yeah, I think it was a cross, but it became a shot the way it just sort of sliced across it, and it was going towards the back post, and Megan Cunningham had to make sure that got her handling spot on and clings onto the ball well.
Cunningham looking for Henderson, and ball's cleared out by the Spartans defence, but only for another Partick Thistle throw in. Henderson now. Perhaps a bit of a late foul there by the number 9 on Berman. It's a free kick here for Spartans. As we approach half time now, it'll be interesting to see what Brian Graham will want of his team. What the message is at half time. He has got the options on the bench if he wants to make any changes. Cody Hay looking for Lindsay Taylor down the right hand side, can't quite find her.
Yeah, definitely some thinking to do for him. Don't think he'll want to go to changes quite yet, just because I think the performance has been good. It's just sort of tidying up in the final third, and eventually, if that continues to be the case, then I imagine he would want to make some changes, because as we sort of touched on earlier, the options that we've got on the bench were particularly strong in the attacking areas, so there's no reason not to go to that bench. But at the moment, I think he will stick with what he's got and just try and speak to these players and say, you're doing a lot right, but just need that final bit.
Yeah, it's just that clinical touch in the final third, as you say. It's definitely there. McGowan looks for Lawton. Throw in Thistle. Into Taylor. Looks for a ball towards Henderson. Clear the way only as far as Bullock. He'll look for Rachel Donaldson on the left. She can't quite make it. And throw in here. Well defended by Rebecca McGowan. Referee looking at his watch. He'll be looking to call it soon, it looks like.
A couple of injuries, so there'll be a little bit of added time, but how much I'm not sure.
Yeah, obviously Gibb was down and Robinson got forced off. Claire Dockett takes throw in. Battle in the midfield here. Jordan comes out on top and finds Birmingham behind. Dangerous here for Spartans. Tries to cut it back, and that's well defended there by Demi Faulkner. What she does best. Breakaway here. Taylor looks for Hay. She'll find her. Cody Hay now bursting down that right hand side. She's got options in the box. There's Henderson and Donaldson. Gets the cross off. Deflected out for a corner kick. Something that Thistle really need to take advantage of here. Really fast breakaway.
Yeah, that was good. And Lindsay Taylor taking a player on in the middle of the park to open things up a little bit more rather than just playing a quick ball forward that was hopeful more than anything. She took her time and found space for a good pass and good run from Cody. And now you win this corner, and let's see if we can finish the half on a high.
There are options in there. Plenty of people who know how to score a header. Amy Billick will deliver. Whips the ball. That's a good delivery. Robinson just can't quite get it on target.
Yeah, Robinson and Taylor both at the back post almost seeming to get in each other's way a wee bit, but get that header in, and just one that flies up into the air. Never really had a chance of threatening the goal, but just again another example of Thistle doing everything right until it comes to that bit where you want to turn it into a goal.
Back underway here. Bullock battling in midfield, and she'll win the foul. This is interesting because Leah Robinson does have a good long kick on, and she's put in a dangerous area, and Lindsay Taylor wins the foul just on the edge of the box. This is a perfect area.
Yeah, just got her body in between the defender and the ball and gets her heels clipped, and tell you what, that's awful close to the edge of the box, and had it been a yard further forward you're looking at a penalty kick, but still the free kick's a good position, albeit it's quite a wide angle. It's almost out towards that right side of the box, but there's definitely potential here to create something.
Perhaps a bit of a silly foul to give away. Taylor will look to take. She can get options in the box, but she could well hit it at this. She will deliver it. She'll find Cara Henderson, and Cara Henderson will score. It's a great header there by Cara Henderson. That's 1-0 Thistle just on the brink of half time.
Yeah, that's fantastic. A great ball into the box from Lindsay Taylor, and Cara Henderson finds that bit of space. And once you find that space, you've still got a lot of work to do. You need to direct that header. It's not an easy one, stooping a little bit to head it, but right into that bottom corner, and perfect way to end the first half.
I can see the delight in Brian Graham's face. Perhaps take one out of his playbook.
Yeah, it's the sort of goal that he'd be proud of. You know, finding that bit of space is the very essence of being a striker, and once you do that, you do make it a bit easier for yourself in terms of the finish. And she was able to guide that header in under no pressure because of that little bit of movement.
It does pose a question, which Partick Thistle number 9 is going to score more this season?
They're both starting well. I think that's 7 now for Cara, and Brian got his 8th yesterday, so it's a close run thing at the moment.
That's the end of the first half there, and the scoreline does read Partick Thistle 1, Spartans 0.
Very shortly with a very special guest on the pitch. So make sure you have your tickets handy, make sure you go to the prize
Our Game 2 weekend, and there was a lot of celebrations at Firhill yesterday, and similar celebrations here at Petershill Park. Obviously the women's team have been on the up for the last few seasons. Just shows how far we've come, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's great to see the Her Game 2 events. Both the game yesterday and today. Obviously it goes beyond just one weekend of the year, but it's very good to be able to have a dedicated weekend to really raise the profile a little bit and show what the work that they're doing. Ultimately it's work done by Thistle fans for Thistle fans, and yeah, great to see. Is we've seen t-shirts, badges, all sorts of things branding all over the place, and then gathering in the Aitken Suite yesterday, and then at the entrance today there's lots going on. So it's, yeah, I think something that the club really believes in, and it's great work by the fans who do volunteer their time for nothing to make it happen. That credit to them, and it's something that, as I say, will go beyond this weekend. It's not just today and yesterday. You've got to carry that on, and the aim is obviously to make Firhill as welcoming, Petershill of course, as welcoming a place as possible for female fans. And I think all the time you're seeing more and more female fans coming along to the games, and that is the ultimate aim. So great to see.
Well, that's the end of the action here, and we'll be back again very shortly for the second half of this Sky Sports Cup action.
Please welcome back onto the pitch the players from Spartans and your host, Partick Thistle.
Just about to get back underway here for this Sky Sports Cup action between Partick Thistle and Spartans. Scoreline currently sits at 1-0. We'd like to offer our apologies if there was any audio issues during the first half. Hopefully we've managed to get them all sorted as we approach the second half now. Will be Partick Thistle to pick us off here. Lindsay Taylor stands over the ball.
Let's hear it for the girls.
Some technical difficulties with the referee, it seems. At least we're not the only ones that are suffering from it. And the game finally gets back underway.
Yeah, it looked like Spartans were maybe getting a couple of changes ready at half-time. Not sure if that's the case, but just having a look.
Doesn't appear to have been any changes we can see. Anyway, Berman down the left-hand side here. Find Douglas. Douglas returns the ball back to Berman. Berman now breaking into the box as she finds Pierce, who will get the shot off, and it's a good save at the front post there by Megan Cunningham. Thistle almost looked to have switched off there, but dealt with nonetheless.
There have been a couple of changes. I think McMahon has come on number 4 and possibly Louise Mason as well, number 2. Maybe get a better idea once we've seen this corner and they'll go back into formation.
Yeah. Ball has swung in over the top of everyone, and probably that.
I don't think Callie Gibbs come back out.
McMahon has definitely come on, number 4.
And on the opposite side, out on the right flank, number 2, Louise Mason, replacing Gibb, and just trying to work out who the other player that's midway.
Perhaps Foot is midway. Haven't seen much of this half so far. I've had Mason and McMahon come on regardless. Who for we don't quite know yet, but we believe that it's for number 24 Foot and for number 15 Gibb.
Yeah, I think you're right. Obviously feeling that they need to change something after that first half, and understandably, because they were second best for most of the 45 minutes, and the early signs are that it's improved them, because they are on the front foot to start off with, and already got that shot in on goal from Amelie Burse, which probably in itself is about as threatening as they were for the entirety of the first half.
Has to be said, they've probably been forced into the change of Gibb. She was.
You can see her over on the sideline there.
She looks to be hobbling. Hopefully nothing too bad, but she did have that collision early in the first half, and we were actually surprised to see her come back on. Lindsay Taylor now looking to put a ball into the box, and it's a dangerous ball, and just cleared away, but still in a dangerous position here. Man, Taylor's the ball to Rebecca McGowan, picks it up in midfield. Just can't quite get onto the end of that. Douglas will look for Berman. Nice ball inside. Got Jordan now running it at the defence. Good defending by Demi Felton. Just holding her ground. Cody Hay. Putting a long ball down the lane, looking for Cara Henderson, can't quite find her, and now Spartans will look to get back in. Interesting to see there, the burst is sort of dropped quite deep, playing that sort of almost Harry Kane role.
Yeah, she's trying to get involved in the play more. Maybe that's one of the messages from half-time, is that she wasn't getting enough touches in the ball. So you've seen her already dropping in deep, as you say, and it's working for her.
Debbie McCulloch will have probably drilled into her to try and get more touches. Mason with a shot and goal there, and easily collected by Megan Cunningham.
Yeah, all about the handling again, that one straight at her, but coming at pace, so just have to make sure you do the basics right and get a good hold of it, which she did.
You're absolutely correct, it's just the fundamentals, just the easiness. Doherty will take the throw in. Skipper now on the ball. Exchanging a few passes, looking for that long ball down to Cara Henderson. Just can't quite make it, but she will battle with Cleland. Cleland will win the throw in for Spartans. Do have to wonder what Debbie McCulloch would have said to her girls going into the changing room at half time. You know, Spartans started off very strong and then sort of petered out. It's a shot from Henderson there, and it's just wide of the post. Henderson getting a few more shots off, obviously with her scoring just at the end of the half. That's perhaps something that Brian Graham has gone into the half time wanting her to get a wee bit more shots at goals.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, ultimately, you don't score without taking shots, and Cara there had the option of the pass to Rebecca McGowan just inside her on the left-hand side, but sort of used that as a decoy, and that opened up a little bit more room to get the shot away. Just didn't quite wrap her foot around it as much as she maybe would have wanted to, but you're perfectly correct. That goal at the end of the half will have given her confidence, because she's been in good goal scoring form at the start of the season, but it had been a few games since she'd scored, so always good for strikers and attackers in general to get on the score sheet. It can make a big difference.
It's a great tackle there by Amy Bullock. Puts the ball out for the throw in, but just let her man know that she was there.
For Spartans off the pitch with number 15, Kaylee Gibb, and she's been replaced by number 2, Louise Mason.
Henderson now in behind. Unfortunately, just strayed a wee bit offside there.
It did look like she'd just gone too early, and one of those where the passer and the runner have to be on the same wavelength in terms of when that ball's played and when you make that burst, because if you make that burst before the pass is played, then it's going to take you offside, and that was just what happened there.
Long ball there, perhaps looking for Berman. Robinson cuts it out. Oh, it's a great pass in the middle there. Bullock now, the long ball, looking for Lindsay Taylor, just snuffed out by McCafferty. It's good defending there. Henderson picks up and she'll look to get in behind, but can't quite get there. Spartans try to slow down the tempo back to their own game. It's a long ball in behind, and oh, it's great by Demi Faulkner. It's a real dangerous opportunity there for Burson. You know, she's doing what she can to get in behind.
Yeah, that was a good ball into a great area, and Burst going shoulder to shoulder with Demi Faulkner trying to make something happen, but I think two instances there where there was really great defending by the two central defenders. First, Leah Robinson, who would have been tempted to go back to the goalkeeper, but took it wide and put a great pass up the line that found them a lot, and then that there from Faulkner as well was good.
Ball cleared away there. Donaldson now just looking to run with the ball, and she's fouled quite cynically actually, and a yellow card will be produced there for Mason.
Yeah, not a difficult decision, is it, for the referee? Mason knew that Donaldson was away, just cops her heels, and that's textbook yellow card.
Donaldson has had a good game so far, so interesting to see how she fares with, you know, the introduction of Mason on the right hand side.
Yeah, she's doing well, I think. start of the second half, still trying to get into things a bit more, but for most of that first half she was a threat, and every minute that she plays at the moment, having missed such a large chunk of the start of the season, will be valuable, and we'll have to wait and see how much of the game she can play.
More mistaken behind, and Lindsay Taylor has fouled, but Cara Henderson will play on. Oh, and she's gone down, perhaps looking for the penalty, and the referee says no penalty. There's a couple of penalty calls in this game so far.
That one was interesting, but not too many complaints from Cara Henderson, which suggests to me that the defender got a good touch on the ball, which took it back to the goalkeeper, and if so, that's good defending, because looked like we were in behind for a clear shot and goal there, but recovering well, and extremely surprised the referee's not come back to produce a booking for the foul on Lindsay Taylor.
It's a bit of a shock as well. It should have probably been put into the book for that, but regardless, we move on. Taylor wins the ball back, and now Faulkner look for Lawton, just can't quite make it. Douglas now looking to burst away down that left hand side. Stopped by Rebecca McGowan. Now Emma Lawton will pick the ball back up. She'll dribble with it. She's got options. She's got Cody Hay on the right. She'll use Cody Hay. Cody Hay is now breaking in down that right hand side. She'll look to get the ball into the box, and she does, and makes the header of Lindsay Taylor, who will score, and that's 2-0 to Partick Thistle. Great piece of play there. Emma Lawton finding Cody Hay down that right hand side. Perfect cross, and just quite a simple header for Lindsay Taylor.
Yeah, and it all starts at the back actually with the defending, because it was a slightly worrying situation with the bodies that Spartans had over, and Emma Lawton was a bit further up the pitch, and it came down to Leah Robinson and then Rebecca McGowan defending as a team really, coming in and attacking the ball at the same time and winning it back, and then from there Thistle never looked back. Emma Lawton and Cody Hay linking up down the right hand side. The delivery was a great one, and Lindsay Taylor just made sure she hit the target of that header. The keeper will be a bit disappointed not to have at least got a bit more to it, but ultimately when you hit the target you give yourself a chance, and we've done well there.
Maybe McCullum maybe a bit frustrated, because it does come from Douglas trying to perhaps create a wee bit down that left hand side, but she's completely exposed to the defence. Speaking of which, she tries to cross there, and again just easily sort of caught by Megan Cunningham. But as I was saying, Douglas does possess that attacking threat down the left hand side, but she did leave her entire side vulnerable for the counter attack, and it's ultimately that side we've gone down and put the cross in and scored.
Yeah, look, every sport there's risk and reward, and you don't get the reward without taking a few risks. And to be fair, Thistle took a little bit of a risk with Emma Lawton pushed up the pitch, and that left a gap for Spartans trying to attack, but it was good defending that won the ball back and then got Thistle moving in the right direction, and suddenly it was Spartans' risk with sending Douglas forward that left a gap for us. So it's about exploiting those gaps when they appear, and Thistle were able to do it in a way that Spartans didn't.
Long ball in behind there, picked up by Amy Bullock. She'll look to get Cara Henderson in behind, and it's good defending by McMahon. Henderson will just look to get that corner kick. It's another chance here for Thistle. Bullock has put in a couple of good dangerous corners so far, so we haven't just been able to sort of find the net, but they're 2 up and both scored by headers, so it'll be interesting to see if perhaps get a header here and make it 3.
Yeah, absolutely, and Thistle should have a bit of momentum, because ultimately right before half time and not long after you've got 2 goals in 15 minutes, so if you can go and get that third now, then the game's really in our hands.
Brilliant take. It's another dangerous delivery, looking for Donaldson, who can't quite get enough on it, but she flicks it over, and Lawton will try and dribble down that right hand side, and she gets past Berman, who drags her down, and she'll receive a booking for her troubles.
Yeah, great play from Emma Lawton. As soon as she controlled that ball, one thing in her mind, and that's taking on the defender and getting past her, and she did that. A bit unconventional, actually coming around the other side, and Berman would be not defending her left as well as she was her right, thinking a bit too much about the right hand side, and Lawton just nips in, and desperation really from Berman to just hang on to the jersey, and another great free kick situation. We've had quite a few of these.
If you look at it again, 1 more yard and that's a penalty kick.
Yeah, it's the exact same, yeah.
Lindsay Taylor will deliver. Just off the wall, but falls back to her. So just use the option of Claire Docherty safe to try and swing it back in. Henderson, no! The ball just bounced a bit awkwardly for the keeper, but she does manage to get her hands to it.
Yeah, didn't look completely sure about that one, did she? Yates. And as a striker, all you can do is put a bit of pressure on, because you know generally you can't touch the keeper. You'll get a free kick against you fairly easily if you do, but you can put pressure on and make it difficult for them, and she certainly did that. But fair play to Yates, because even though she wasn't sort of perfectly set, she still was able to get 2 hands on the ball and keep it in her 2 hands.
Jordan wins a foul in the middle of the pitch. Ryan Graham perhaps thinking about some substitutions. You can see there Imogen Longcakes looking to get ready. Perhaps he'll look to sub off Rachel Donaldson and allow her to recover a wee bit. Obviously just returning from injury, she's getting as many minutes as she can, but she's played a good hour so far.
Yeah, exactly. When you look at a sub getting ready about the hour mark, it's often you just wait with it as it's given away by Thistle.
Silly ball to give away there. Berman looks to attack, but good defending now, Claire Docherty. Ball picked up by McGowan. She'll find Rachel Donaldson. It's interesting as it looks like dangerous pressure there, but back to my point, it looks like Docherty and Lawton have both switched over again, so Docherty playing a more comfortable right back position. We know that Lawton is probably as comfortable on both sides. Well, she is predominantly the right sided defender, but shows the sort of versatility of the squad.
Yeah, I did notice that as well, and interesting to see whether that is a purposeful switch, because it wasn't something that I think we noticed right at the start of the second half. So if it's been an instruction that's been shouted on, or whether it's just that set piece that getting back into position, this is how it's gone, and they're sticking to their sides just for just now while Spartans are in possession. But definitely 2 players that are comfortable playing on either side, and then the same goes for Rosie Slater, who's not playing today, but she's another one who can play either side and central defence.
That substitution is getting made now as Rachel Donaldson will make way for Imogen Longcake.
Substitution for Partick Thistle. Going off the pitch after her 50th appearance, Rachel Donaldson.
Good for Rachel to get a good hour of playing time, having been injured for so long, and obviously with her making her 50th appearance too.
Replacing Rachel is Partick Thistle number 27, Imogen Longcake.
Nice.
Imogen Longcake's been in good form so far this season, so
She has. She was very impressive in pre-season. So many of the goals that we scored during pre-season she was involved with. And, to be honest, she's probably maybe not as much game time as I expected, but still got on the pitch at times and made an impact. And certainly laterally, she's been getting more time in the pitch, and she's just a constant threat, because she's something completely different to pretty much anyone else in the team with that pace that she's got. And when she starts taking players on, it can be very difficult to defend against her when she's in rhythm.
well, it's interesting to see. Obviously she's gone into the left hand side, she possesses that great pace, and you've got Mason already booked for a silly challenge on Rachel Donaldson. Interesting to see if she'll look to exploit that.
Absolutely. I think all wingers and fullbacks as well nowadays, with the way that they attack, will know when that their opposite sort of number is booked, and just gives you that bit of extra leeway to go at them, and gives the defending player a bit extra to think about in terms of what they're doing defensively. And Mason's managed to sort of avoid getting involved in too many challenges since the yellow card, but if there's a chance to take her on, then go for it.
Megan Cunningham will just get us back underway with her goal kick. Brian Graham and assistant manager Ross Stormont having a wee conversation at the side of the pitch. Perhaps thinking about some more substitutions to make. There are some bodies on that bench who have perhaps not got as many minutes as they'd hoped, but you know, games like this in the Cup with a 2-0 advantage perhaps will allow them to get a wee bit more minutes.
Yeah, it might be. And obviously there's always a little bit less pressure on the Cup because your bread and butter's the league. Those are the games that tend to have the most pressure. Obviously a bit different if you're getting to the latter stages, but early rounds there's a bit less pressure, so you've maybe got licence to bring players on who haven't played as much.
Henderson controls the ball well from the throw. See it out to Doggy. Will get the cross in, just bouncing about. We'll go out for a goal kick for Spartans.
I think it was Longkid got a head to it, but just had the angle of the header all wrong, couldn't really direct it towards the Spartans goal.
It's about 25 minutes left in this tie. It's been a vast improvement from both sides from the 1-0 Spartans win just a couple of weeks ago here at Petershill. But it's almost as if it's a different team that we've seen today from Partick Thistle, even though many of the bodies that are playing today played that game just 2 weeks ago. They've looked comfortable and they've looked dangerous. Good attacking here by McMahon. She beats Robinson, tries to get the cross across goal, and didn't quite do anything with it. Henderson now in the middle of the pitch, battling. He's got two men on her. Two women on her, I should say. But no danger really, and ball's out for a goal kick.
Yeah, and just to go back to your point about the game 2 weeks ago, and there's no doubt about it that it's been a much better football match, I think. That one was a tough watch, and Brian Graham will be delighted to see his team playing so much better.
No substitution here for Spartans. Douglas will make way. Had a fairly good game so far. She will make way though. She's been replaced by Laird, number 26. Signed this week from Rangers on loan for Spartans.
Another substitution for Spartans off the pitch with number 9, Rona Douglas. She's replaced by number 56, Summer Laird.
Summer Laird well thought of at the Rangers setup, so using this loan to get some valuable first team experience.
And we know how useful players coming out on loan. These players, we also had Abby Ferguson last year, but other players in there as well. But,
Jenna Ferguson
yeah,
herself
Jenna
on loan
Ferguson,
from Rangers.
on loan this season. Ava Easton as well. Rosie Slater once upon a time.
Emma Lawton once upon a time.
Yeah, so these players are ones that want to go out and play football, and although they might have to learn as they go a little bit, they've got a lot to offer, and some are an example of that for Spartans, but we know firsthand that it's the case for us as well.
It's good to see young talent getting minutes out on loan for these clubs. You know, if it turns into a permanent move, then so be it. But you know, Abby Ferguson now starting up front for Hibs, and she even scored today in their cup victory over Aberdeen. So she developed immensely as a player last season. So it shows that the system does work. Long ball here, and Leah Robinson battling with Burse, and Burse just can't quite make it. But she had Robinson for pace there.
Yeah, she did, but the ball always just had a little bit too much angle on it. It was going out of play on that left touch line as Thistle look at it. But that might be a potential route forward for Spartans. It looks like Burse has got a little turn of pace, and if you can get that ball right, then it makes it very difficult for defenders.
Long shot there, attempted. Handball has been seen from Lindsay Taylor. Bit of a dangerous area here for Spartans. Bodies in the box, but realistically I can see Alana Marshall going for goal for this one.
Yeah, the way she's stepping up to it.
It's really a long run up. Yeah, Cunningham's going to have to be careful in that. Takes the strike and not really troubles Megan Cunningham, if I'm being honest, but she does possess that in her locker.
Yeah, she didn't get it the way she wanted to, did she?
No.
Coming forward, looking to strike it with the laces, and caught the right side of the ball and sliced across it. And it was always going the way it did, and that was wide of the target.
A couple of Jags warming up. It looks like Rachel Wright and Lucy Sinclair both perhaps getting ready by Brian Graham. Cody wins the header as far as Cleland. Back to McCaffrey. She'll look for that long ball. Good defending by Leah Robinson. Berman though still has the ball. Forced out wide. There's Laird. Some good football being played by Spartans here. So look to make their way down this right hand side. You know, it's interesting that Laird is getting minutes, considering that she only signed yesterday. So you wonder if she has been training with the club beforehand, or if she's just been sort of rushed in. Again, that's the beauty of the cup, you know. You can't afford to play bodies that perhaps haven't had as much training time as others.
It's this sort of opportunity to let her get to know her teammates a bit. Also, if she's talented enough to come on and make an impact, first and foremost.
And Lawton looking for a long ball, and only as far as Marshall. Ball put into the box, looking for Berman. Well defended by the duo of Robinson and Feltner, and they've just put out a play. Throw-in looks to be taken here. As far as Claire Doherty. Jordan now. It's a ball into the box. It's a dangerous one and really well defended there by Leah Robinson. Someone who's perhaps been unlucky to not have played as much this season, but Robinson really has stepped up today, I feel like.
Yeah, she's done well, and that was a very important intervention, because that ball was headed straight for one of those attackers' heads, and she had to get something on it, and she did.
Looks like it'll be Rebecca McGowan and Cara Henderson making way for Lucy Sinclair and Rachel Wright.
Yeah, by looks things, Imogen moving through the middle, so a different type of threat up front, Cara compared to Imogen.
Looks like Rachel will sort of play off the left, Lindsay Taylor sort of drop deeper, and Lucy Sinclair will play through that middle.
Yeah, spot on. Lucy's somebody who's been another one like Emma Lawton, who's come into the team as a new signing and done very well and impressed. So, see what she can do off the bench.
Yeah, she's done very well. She's up for our club player of the month this month. Long ball there by Lawton. Looking for a long kick. It's well defended by the veteran Alana Marshall. McCafferty now. Looks for Cleland. Cleland up against Hay. She's forced inside. She takes it by Hay, takes it by Sinclair. Ball out, wide right. Looks for Jordan. Jordan up against Lindsay Taylor. Forced inside. It's a great ball in behind for Berman, just can't quite get on it. Well gathered there by Megan Cunningham, but Spartans are starting to show a bit of life.
Yeah, it would be interesting there if the ball had a little bit more angle on it, whether that would have been onside or offside. There were claims from Thistle players, but Berman never quite got to it, so no need for the flag, but it looked like a tight one.
Great play there by Cody Hay. Sinclair looks for long kick in behind, can't quite get the pass off. But if that had worked, that would have been some excellent play. Faulkner now going for a run. Just tight on. McMahon here. McMahon still with the ball. Just forced back, and so there's a long ball looking for Berman. Berman up against Robinson. Robinson will just clear our lines.
Somebody's car in the car park gets that one. But definitely Spartans grown into it, and they need to. 50 minutes left or so. You're 2-0 down. A goal changes it, but you need that goal. And they're a little bit more looking a little bit more likely. Sorry, albeit still Megan Cunningham. Work she's had to do is limited.
Signs of perhaps the lack of minutes here for Robinson. She's cramping up. She has had to do a lot of running today, as she's been really tightly marking bursts. See a couple of bodies warming up. You've got Jenna Ferguson there. You've also got Rosie Slater. Both of whom could do a job at centre back if required. Could even go with Claire Adams, and then you put Lindsay Taylor back in centre back. So
Absolutely.
Brian's got a whole load of options that he can go for. Just about 15 minutes left of this time. It appears that it will be Jenna Ferguson that will be the replacement.
So it could be a double change.
Rosie McClellan also seems to be getting ready to come on.
So you would have thought Cody Hay to make way, since
I guess it'd be Cody
he's
Hay.
the only one out of the front four that hasn't been subbed on.
That's exactly it.
And again, an
Unless he-
example of the attacking options, where you can change the whole front four and still have a real threat.
Unless he decides to just swerve us all and
Maybe.
he puts Rosie McClellan at left back or something. Don't think she would enjoy it as much, but looks like Cody Hay has made her way off the pitch, as has Leah Robinson. So Jenna Ferguson and Rosie McClellan will make their way on. 2 additions over the summer as well. Both worked hard to state their claim. Both done well.
Double substitution for Partick Thistle. Off the pitch went number 7, Cody Hay, and number 21, Leah Robinson.
Ball bouncing about the box, and it's Claire Dockett there to defend.
By number 17, Jenna Ferguson, and number 22, Rosie McClellan.
Ball's in a dangerous area here for a throw-in for Cleland.
And you just want to keep your concentration, things like throw-ins and set pieces. You don't want to lose a silly goal that changes the complexion of the game.
Well, it's 2 headers that we've scored. Be interesting to see if they can match that feat. Well, it's a bit of a scrap about the box, but Debbie Faulkner will get the ball away. Out with Mason. Up against Rachel Wright. Ball back the way. It's got back to McMahon. So we'll use McCafferty. It's another long ball forward. Cleland just can't quite do anything with it. Spartans have seemed to have changed their game style. Going for that Route 1 approach at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, you knock a few balls in behind the defence, and it just turns the Thistle defence and makes them run back towards their own goal, and with that you force them into the odd clearance, and you want a throw in high up the pitch, and you're just moving further up the pitch. I think that's probably been one of the issues for Spartans. They've just not had the ball in Thistle half all that much.
Billick gives the ball away in the midfield. Fill there by Lindsay Taylor on Lana Marshall. Taylor will need to watch, because that's about 4 or 5 she gave away, so the referee may be thinking about a booking soon.
But again, important to keep your focus from these set pieces. This one very, very central.
It's interesting to see that Cafferty will be the one to take it. Well, I spoke too soon. It'll be Alana Marshall. It's a good delivery. Just no one on the back of that.
Yeah, needed a runner. It was a good delivery into a good area, but it was just
It's a bit silly.
into the area where there was no Spartan player making a dash.
It's one of the better balls that's been produced this game. Yeah. Just find it's a bit silly that no one's making a run.
Yeah, just a couple of runners at the back post, and probably the problem was that it was so central that they kind of had runners on either side, and just means it's more difficult to pick one player out.
Lindsay Taylor finds Emma Lott. She's got the run of Rosie McClellan down that right hand side. We've been so dangerous down there the full game. It's good defending by Cleland, but she gives away a corner. Another chance for Amy Bullock to find some bodies in the box.
Yeah, Thistle last few minutes, or the last 10-15 minutes, not had as much going forward, so welcome bit of respite for the defence, and let's see if we can get a third, and that would really kill the game off a little bit.
Amy Bullock is not actually taking the corner. Here goes McClellan to swing in, it seems. Rachel Wright, Claire Dockett in left back. So it's a good delivery. Oh, just taken away off the head of Emma Lawton there. That's another dangerous ball.
Yeah, it was a good defensive header.
Sinclair just dispossessed, now bursts. It's out wide. She'll get it back, and now she's breaking down. It's good defending there by Jenna Ferguson. Amy Bullock finds Lucy Sinclair. Spots the running behind of Rosie McClellan. That's a great first touch. Stop the ball. Some great play here. Rosie McClellan, she'll take the shot, and it's just handled there by the goalkeeper. Didn't really trouble her, but some good play, good link up there between Sinclair and McClellan.
Yeah, great touch from Longcake as well, and line it off from McClellan. Never really catches that shot, but had enough space to take it on, and you just never know with that sort of one, it can fly into the top corner.
I must say, you've got to feel for a defender, if you've had to deal with a front four of Taylor, Henderson, Hay and Donaldson for the first half, to then have Rachel Wright, Rosie McClellan, Lucy Sinclair and Imogen Longcake come on as their replacements, that just shows the quality and depth that we have.
Yeah, there is, and as we spoke about it earlier, the manager's aim over the summer was to add depth to the squad, and I think the attacking areas are where that's most evident. Wingers and a few players that play number 10 up front as well, so it's a great thing to have, especially in these games against the likes of Spartans where it's going to be tight at times.
Rosie McClellan battling McClelland. McClelland does win the battle, she's still going strong. Looking for Jordan. That's a good turn, but some good defending there by Dockett, who's been forced over to make the tackle. Long cake now. Just holds the ball well, and it'll be a throw in for Partick Thistle. Chance to regroup and recover. Maybe Bullock just down in the ground, perhaps a wee bit of cramp. Been playing an awful lot of minutes this season, Bullock, so it's no surprise to see her down at the moment. She was promoted to vice captain this summer. Been with the club for a number of years now. She's really one of the players that, when you speak about Partick Thistle women, you really do think of someone like Amy Bullock.
Yeah, important player, no doubt about it. Helps the team in a lot of different ways. Her range of passing is probably the best in the entire squad, and left foot, right foot, she's able to go either side, and makes for a really good midfielder. And when she plays well and wins the midfield battle, as you'd say she has done today, especially first half, I think her and Rebecca McGowan were great, and it definitely helps Thistle perform.
That's a cynical challenge there on Rachel Wright, but The referee sees no harm. It's quite dirty. I mean, the fans are making themselves known. They don't agree with the referee's decision there. But Richard Wright's just got up and getting on with the game.
Yeah, which maybe tells you that there wasn't as much in it as it looked like from over here. And we were at the opposite side of the ground, and definitely looked like there was clear contact, but the referee thinking it was just a coming together rather than a foul.
It's a good play there by Wright in the build-up. You know, she flicked it over with her head and then flicked it past the defender. It looked like she had her for pace. Looked, as you say, from our side of things, that she'd been brought down quite bad, but you know, she's not really complaining. So on she goes. There she is with the ball now. She finds Lucy Sinclair. It's a good ball. Imogen long kick now in behind. It's got options. She'll use McQuillan. McQuillan will get the shot off, and it's a good save there by Yates. She'll look to get it back on the play immediately. Berman now goes into the middle. Jordan finds Mason out wide. She'll look for an early cross and she'll get it, but easy enough for Faulkner to deal with.
Yeah, that's a great ball. Again, putting it into that area where the defence have to go back towards their own goal and they really don't know what's over their shoulder, and Faulkner gets herself into a great position, credit to her, and takes the safe option quite rightly to just put it out for the corner. But those are the sort of balls that do give you a bit of a threat in the box.
Plenty of options in the box. It's quite frightening here is that Jordan is unmarked at the moment. Oh, off the bar. Ball's bouncing about. Away by Bullock, but looks like she's picked up a knock perhaps in the process, but she'll get on with things. Cleland looks for Mason out wide. Ferguson steals with it quite well. Spartans are on the front foot here. You know, you've only got about 5 or 6 minutes left, so they're trying to stay in this cup. It's a good save there by Megan Cunningham. Quite a bit dangerous play there. You know, the ball obviously hits off the bar and just a bit of a scuffle around the box, but well dealt with by Partick Thistle defence.
Yeah, it looked like that one Megan actually got to it and punched it, and the punch spun back onto the bar, and Thistle able to smuggle it away, but Spartans looking better.
Ball it's dealt with, but McCaffrey puts a dangerous ball back in, and Burst just can't quite get onto it, but Doherty gets it away. Burst has looked a threat today. It's very unlucky that she's not got herself on the score sheet. Long ball there by Rachel Wright. She's found Imogen Longcake. Brilliant play. Longcake's got them for pace. Takes it by into the box. It's some good defending there. Well timed slide tackle there. And they really needed that, because that could have very well been 3-0 Partick Thistle.
Yeah, great run from Longcake. That's where she's at her most dangerous, when she sees that space in behind it and runs at it. Not to be that time.
Ball out wide. Looking perhaps for the edge of the box, but Lindsay Taylor will take that. Sinclair, she's got acres of space, but she'll try an early ball. Long kick. Has McMahon for pace, but she'll just take her time. Takes it on, takes it by her. Looks to square it perhaps for Sinclair, but some good defending there by McCafferty. Well timed, well needed again.
Yeah, it was, and again, Longcake taking on McMahon and getting the better of her this time. Slowing it down, then quickening it up again. In the end, that pass was a tough one to pull off, and even if Sinclair had got a good contact on it, it would have been a difficult finish, but keeps Thistle up in their half, and after a little bit of Spartans pressure, there's no problem with just keeping the ball for a bit.
As we approach the end of the game here of the match day sponsors, Kane and Grain have announced that Lindsay Taylor is their man of the match. Do you agree with that decision, or is there anyone else that you would have perhaps chosen instead?
There's a few candidates for the player of the match, and I think, to be fair, Lindsay Taylor's been very, very good. Obviously got the second goal and had to play a couple of different roles in that midfield, so it's not a bad pick by any means. Emma Lawton, I think, has been great again and been introduced to the team and been vital and involved in that second goal as well. Leah Robinson on her return to the team, although she's not seen out in 90 minutes, I thought was very good alongside Demi Faulkner. We'll just stick with it here. But yeah, Lucy Sinclair clears. But I think, to be fair, goal and assist and a 2-0 win, it's difficult to argue against Lindsay Taylor for player of the match.
I can't argue with that. Do agree with your points though. Robinson and Lawton are perhaps a bit bummed to have not received it themselves, but been just a great performance all round from Partick Thistle today. There's Alana Marshall on the ball. Just gives it away. McQuillan and Lawton will just link up and take their time. Here we go. Yeah. Some beautiful control. There's McQuillan. Looks for Doherty, who will meet it. But look, perhaps having a wee bit of a tussle there with Alana Marshall. Jenny Ferguson will win the header. Looks for Rachel Wright. Just can't quite make it before it goes out of play for a Spartans throw in. Appears there that the referee's indicated there will be 5 minutes of added time. Still plenty of time to get a couple of goals. It's up to Partick Thistle now to defend well.
Yeah, and the thing is now it has to happen now for Spartans, so like that pass there where it's just overhit, everything will be a bit rushed. It's up to Thistle to make sure you keep the squeeze on them and make them rush things even more, because we've got good control. We've defended well for the majority of the game. Don't let anything silly slip past now.
Yeah, they'll be throwing the kitchen sink up. You know, even there you can see McMahon's venturing forward more. She was sort of sitting deeper when she first got subbed on, but she's attacking more often. Ball is out for a goal kick. Megan Killingham in no rush to take.
Today's match attendance is 237. A big thank you to the 20 Spartans fans. If it's your first game today, make sure you come back. You need to make it a habit. Thank you for your support, everyone.
Good attendance there, 237. Numbers are slowly increasing here for the women's game. 20 Spartans fans making the trip from Edinburgh as well. It's good to see. Lawton tussling there. Berman will come out on top, but Lawton will make up for it. She'll even put out for a throw in so that they can't get that corner. Cleland to take the throw in. You can see basically the entire team's up, bar the two centre halves. Well defended there. What's interesting to see is Amy Billock's almost playing like the centre forward now. Good tackle there by Lindsay Taylor, making sure she got hold of the ball, none of that. Berman no. Hustling, getting that ball back. Cleland. Ball into the box, bursts. Just can't get past Jenna Ferguson, who'll clear it. Marshall with the ball back in. Bullock takes. She found Nicole. Imogen Long picking. No rush to get the ball, and she'll take her through it.
You're right about Amy Bullock playing up front now, and we noticed earlier on she had a bit of a limp, so you wonder whether it's just she's got an injury or perhaps Brian's looking for a player who can really make the ball stick up front and take a bit of the pressure off the fence, which Amy's first touch is second to none in the team, so it might be to do with that, or, as I say, injury related.
Well, you can see her, she's wound up Alana Marshall several times just through her first touch alone. She's flicked it over her a few times, probably without even thinking about it. So I think you're right. I think it could be just a way to, you know, allow her to control the ball in an area where we'd like to hold it. Lucy Sinclair dropping deeper shows that she's got that versatility in her as well. He's a very tricky player, but it's Dockery looking for Bullock, just can't quite reach her. Dockery showing Mason that she is the superior one. Someone that rarely loses an aerial battle is Claire Dockery. Filling in at left back today has just performed valiantly. Entering the 94th minute here. Referee will be thinking about anything soon, you'd like to think. Rachel Wright putting her face in the line there. Nearly getting caught with a stunt. Partick Thistle bench is not happy that referee's not called it for high feet. Jordan in behind. Ball just gone out of play though. McClellan now. Lawton will just clear our lines. Get out of danger. Catherick takes through quick. Cleland. Perhaps a wee bit of a frustration coming out from Cleland as she's throwing her weight about. Mason. Into Marshall. Perhaps setting up a shot there, but great closing down there by the Partick Thistle defence. The referee brings that to full time. Partick Thistle advance in the Sky Sports Cup here with a 2-0 victory over a strong Spartans side. A much improved performance by the Jags. They can look to get back to winning ways.
Yeah, a lot to be positive about there. A couple of weeks on from what was a really disappointing night against Spartans here at Petersell Park in the league, and showing that that's not the sort of standard for Thistle. That was definitely an off night, and give ourselves a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence to take back into the league stuff. And Hibs away is our first game back after the international break, and that'll be a tough one. But if we play like we play today, then we certainly will give ourselves a chance. And I think first 45 minutes we were brilliant. By far the better side, albeit creating chances. Maybe didn't create as many as we'd like, but got that goal just before the break, and that gave us the confidence to come out second half and just calm things down, keep it under control. And Spartans had their moments, no doubt about it, but it was fairly fleeting, and now we can look forward to getting back into the league.
Yeah, league action returns next Sunday. Got on the away trip to Hibs. It's going to be a tough one. Obviously we struggled at Meadowbank last season. Do you think that, obviously that's a new bunch of girls, do you think that they'll look for the challenge?
Absolutely about for the challenge. It's never an easy game. Going away from home to either of those clubs in Edinburgh, we know that they're two teams that have invested in their sides, and they're always looking to go and push up towards being up near the top three. But we've shown that we are capable of challenging.
The next round of the Sky Sports Cup as it ends. Partick Thistle 2, Spartans 0.